Welcome back. In this video, finally, we are going to create the rendered image of our views which we have created using the cameras in our previous video. So we are already done with the cameras and the artificial lights. So once those two steps are done, we can proceed with the rendering window to make a series of adjustments to the image we are going to render. To generate the rendered image, we can simply click on render, and once we finish rendering, we can access the adjust exposure button and make the necessary correction until we reach our desired result. So let's start doing the rendering for the 4 views which we have created in our project Institute building. So let's switch to Revit and see how the rendering image can be created. So now you can see this is the Institute building model, and we have created 4 views in our last video. So we have reception view, class 01, computer lab, and then office. Now one thing you will notice here is, if I'm going to reception view, you will see right now we forgot to actually assign any material to our wall. So before generating the render image, we will first assign the material to our wall. So the material I'm going to use is the gypsum. So what we can do, we can simply select this and edit type, and we can go to edit which you know already, and then from the material category we can type with gypsum. So once it is done, you can select gypsum wallboard and then click OK. We can apply and then OK. So now you can see the gypsum has been properly assigned to all of the walls. We can go and check once again in different views. So okay, the computer lab we have in the same. Alright, so here let's go back and see. Alright, we have the gypsum wall. Because of the shading, it doesn't look white. And then next is the window, the office. So once this is done, let's go and start creating the rendered image for the first, that is, let's take the computer lab as our first view to generate the render with. So the first step, you just go to 3D view and then open the view for which you want to create the rendered image. Next, you have 2 options. Either you can go to view and select render, or else you can come to view control bar and then you can select this kettle icon which is used for rendering option. So basically I used to use this option from view control bar. So I can go, and before generating the image or render, we can go and make the detail level as fine so that we can capture maximum details. Now the next step, let's go to view control bar and then click on the render option. Now, so this is how the render dialog box will look like, from where you can make your basic necessary settings before you start creating the or generating the render. So before you click on render, you need to make all of this setting. So the quality setting is draft, medium, high, best, and customized. So if you would like to just have a quick check how does the lights and the rendered image is going to be, you can generate with the draft, and then you can keep on proceeding. Just to remember, with each quality there is a trading between the time also. So if you're going to use the best quality, then it is going to take almost an hour to create a high quality image, rendered image. From the resolution, you can use what kind of resolution you would like to use it. So you can use the printer or the screen. Next, for the lighting. So here you will notice we have lighting scheme as exterior sun only. So in my case, what I'm going to do for the first rendering run, I'm going to use the draft option, and then the lighting scheme we are going to use is, we would like to make our lights glow in the night. So we are going to use interior artificial only. So it means Revit will consider it's night, so there will be no natural sunlight from outside. So it is going to consider only the artificial lights in the render which we have used. Once done, you can no need to use the background because we are not doing the exterior rendering. So once this is done, we can simply go and click on render. So let's start with this. So just click on render and wait for a minute. It will take a time, a little bit it will take a time. So now you can see it's generating the drafted rendering image. So this is the lowest quality right now. You can see it is almost done. So one thing you are going to notice here is the lights looks too bright. So this is what I mean when we have when I told you like we need to use the adjust exposure setting. So with the adjust exposure setting, we can control the amount of light which is coming inside this room. So for this, what we can do, we can simply go, before we run the adjust exposure, I would like to use the medium quality so we can have a little bit of good quality. So let's go back and medium, and then let's run the render again. So it is a little bit more better quality than draft, so it's going to take a bit more of time. And I recommend when you start doing the practice, you can try with the best and the high quality. So as you can see in this view, the quality is a bit more clear. It's a bit more detail and good quality. So we are almost done, like we have done with the half of the rendering, so 57 minutes, and the elapsed time is almost going to be 1 minute. For the next renderings, what I'm going to do is I can pause the video when the rendering will start, and then I can resume it again when the rendering is finished to save the time. So we are already left with 15%, and the time limit you can see last time is 1.5. So in 1.5 minutes we are done with this. Now as you can see, still we have this exposure, there is too much of exposure value. So now next what we are going to do is we are going to use the adjust exposure setting. So I can click on adjust exposure, and then you can see the exposure can be controlled between brighter and the darker side. Then you have the highlights, you have the shadows, saturation, and then the white point. So let's see how we can control them. So as you can see here, for this rendering we can see there's the light is too much, so we are going to use this drag and then drag handle, and we are going to make it a little bit darker. So let's make it like around 9. So once done, you can click on apply. Now you can see it has been changed. Now let's make it a little bit more, a bit more we can consider, or let's take it like 9 and apply. Alright, so this looks much better. Then if you would like to increase the highlight, so let's suppose what happens if I make it full, you see, and then let's make it like around 1. Okay, 1 is full, so we can make it around 0.2. Alright, in the same way I can increase the shadows, and then saturation will increase the color value, the color intensity value, so as you can see it here. And then this is the white point. So if you make it little warmer, if you take it to this side, it will look more orange or yellowish in nature, which will give you like a warm effect. And then if you take it back, it will give you a bluish effect, that is, it will make it look more cool. So now if you would like to have the default setting, so you can simply go and make it reset. Now, so what I'd like to do is I'll make this as 9. Let's make this 9, and then the white point I'm going to make it little less. I'll want to make it look a little cooler, and then a bit of highlight we can increase. Okay, it's not good, so let's make it 0.2 only, and then apply. And shadows, if I make it a little more darker, and then a bit of saturation, so you can see the wood will look more orange in color. And if you would like, you can make it little bit more brighter. That's it. So this is how we have done with our first rendering. So now remember, once you click OK, and if you close this, the rendered image will go. So before you close this dialog box, you need to save it to the project, or you need to export it. So let's suppose I would like to save this rendered image in my project. So for that, I can click on Save to Project, and it will save in the name of 03 Computer Lab _1 in the rendering tab in the project browser. So I can save this, and also I would like to export my image as a PNG or JPEG file. So for that, I can go and click on Export, and here we can go back once. So in the project, I can make a new folder called rendered image, and inside this I can save all my exported image. So you can save it as a JPEG file or PNG file. Let me go and save it as a PNG and save it, and then you can close it. So you will notice the moment I will close this, the rendered view will go, the rendering will go, you see. Alright, so now since we have saved our rendered view in our project browser, so let's go and try to navigate it. So you can see here under the rendering option, I can expand this, and you will find 03 Computer Lab 1. You can open it, and then this image is there. Now keep in mind, still it's not the highest quality. We have done with the draft, and I guess it's medium quality. So we have the highest and the best quality, but it will take time. So I request once you when you are doing the practice, you can try the highest and the best quality. Now let's go back and try to navigate the exported image. So I can go back and then simply go to my folder, so in Revit, and then in my project I have this rendered image, and now you can see this is the PNG file we have. So this is the image we exported, and you can go and check the details of it. So you can see the dimension, it is 1198 × 729. Similar way, let's try to create one more render view. So we have reception view, and then we have classroom, then we have computer lab, and then we have office. So let's try to create the rendered view for this office. So again, we can follow the same step. I can either go to view, render, and then let's go to medium, and then let's go and make it this time in this room. I'm going to use both exterior sunlight as well as the artificial night light. So the first, let's start with the interior artificial light only. So it means it will consider everything is dark outside. Once done, I can click on render. To save the time, I'm going to pause the video, and then I'll resume it once it is completed. So I guess this is done. Alright, so once the rendering is done, now I can again go back and change the exposure setting. So let's make it a little bit more cooler this time. Alright, and a little bit more darker. And then you will notice something that this is, since there is a curtain wall is present here, so it looks currently dark. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to save this as the night, and then we'll export it, office/night, and then the next render I'm going to run it will act as the daylight. So for this we are going to use scheme artificial. Okay, let's consider we are going to use both. So okay, let's make it exterior sunlight, sun only. So let's make it sun only and then render it again. So as you can see the view outside because it's selected as sky few clouds only. And one thing you will notice that in the artificial light still you can see that these lights are glowing, but actually this is the library issue. So this is how these lights are modeled. So even if they are not in use, when you render them you can see the light source, but you won't see any effect because of them. And you will notice something also that it is a bit darker. So we will see how we can use this exposure setting value and how we can improve this rendered image. So we are almost done. Alright, so once we are done, so let me go back to exposure setting, and then here you see the exposure is a little bit darker, so a bit I'm going to improve it. So now you can see it, how we can get the values, and then little bit of white point we can control it, and then we can close and then save it to the project. So I can make it day and then we can export it. And we can save. Now I'm going to run one more rendering in which we are going to consider both the interior sunlight and the artificial. So let's go and select it. Okay, here we need to have interior and sun and artificial. All right, and then let's go back and click on render again. So it's going to take a bit of time. So again, I'm going to pause the video and resume it once the rendering is finished. So we are almost done. So now you see we are done with the rendering. Now we need to, for sure, we need to make some exposure setting. So I can go to adjust exposure and then let's make it a bit darker this time. So now you can see this is the effect because of the sunlight, and then in this rendered image we are getting the lights from the interior artificial also. A bit we can make it cooler. So once we are done with this, we can simply, okay, let's make it all right. We can just save it, save to the project, and then we can artificial and sun. And similar way we can export this. Save it. So once we are done with this rendering, we can close it, and then let's go to rendered image. So you can see this is our night mode, then this is the day, and then this is we have for the day and night. So you can see the effect because of having the internal artificial light and not having that light. So this is how you can generate the rendered image in rendering in Revit. So in our next video we will see more about how we can change the color of the light and how we can play with some more exposure setting and how we can create the rendering in the exterior of the project. Thank you very much.